It's a red Christmas tonight. Crab sitting lean, his cup doubled up.
Stacking me cheddar. I can't get enough.
Meanwhile, my friends, Dankton was cooking.
Chum bucket mess inside of a pudding.
Happy holidays, plebeians. 'Twas the night before Christmas.
Tis the season. White Christmas do go hard.
The crusty crew gang, well lit as could be.
Ops and the Wraith.
Squiddy said with delight. SpongeBob just laughed. It's a red Christmas tonight. Crab sitting lean, his cup doubled up.
Stacking me cheddar. I can't get enough.
Meanwhile, my friends, Dankton was cooking.
Chum bucket mess inside of a pudding.
Happy holidays, plebeians.
Straight bars.
'Twas the night before Christmas. Down under the sea, the crusty crew gang.
You're right, so see it.
One more time. Oh.
SNL sketch that I bet you've never seen. It's called Police State, and it's from the show's first season. Now, the setup is basically a parody of a buddy cop show.
It's a code 5, let's roll.
Now, these cops keep repeating the same pattern, shooting seemingly innocent people and then talking about what they're going to have for lunch.
Hey, babe. How about Italian?
The sketch ends by having the subtext become the text.
How would you feel about Mexican? Would you like to kill Mexican tonight? Didn't we kill Mexican last night? That wasn't Mexican, that was Filipino.
When I saw this for the first time, I was sort of blown away. You know, to me, this felt more like a really dark Chappelle Show sketch than it did something from the show that gives us sketches like this.
You got a tiny pecker or something?
Not only is Police State way darker than contemporary SNL sketches, it seems to be using its dark humor to make an overt moral critique. In contemporary parlance, it's pointing out that many popular TV shows are thinly veiled propaganda.
I'm holding you to that promise.
Hey, the health bar is back. Congratulations, it's a celebration party all dar. You've been warden. I like kids and he's racist. I'm that nigga. I like kids and he's racist. I fuck kids from different places. I fuck girls of all ages. I'm British and I don't know the law. They never taught me what laws there are. I don't know what laws there are. Let me repeat that. I don't know laws for the country I live in. But I know that I'd rather fuck children than women. I dyed my hair red, now I'm bitch fucking livid. I don't know. That one was made. Hulk? Go back to Marvel Rivals. Wrong game. Come here. I'll go to My Hero Rumble if I lose, and if he loses, you gotta go back to Marvel. Shit. NPC.
You call me the second you get the bastard who murdered my son.
And that these entertaining on-screen cops distract us from the way in which many actual police officers kill people, often people of color, with impunity. There's a more contemporary version of this premise in a Key and Peele sketch, where a white cop keeps shooting black people who are holding fruits, vegetables, and stuffed animals, while he lets a white guy strapped with multiple weapons go free.
You're gonna have to leave the area. There's been a disturbance.
The sketch ends like this.
Sorry, Chief, it was me.
What led me down the rabbit hole to seeing Police State in the first place was the recent film Saturday Night, which offers a sort of accurate dramatization of the first episode of what became Saturday Night Live. And something that really jumped out at me during the movie was how much Lorne Michaels was aggressively against the co-option of his art by the network and advertisers.
The cast didn't sign up to do live commercials. Neither did I. Some of the cast might find that very unseemly.
And how much he and the show seemed to embody a self-consciously countercultural ethos.
NBC is lucky to have something as relevant as this show.
Now, of course, if the show would have gone on to producing...
Goddamn. Fucking nerds. That's not cool. My fucking hand hurts. Or I'm just really fried. I don't know.
number of other sketches like Police State that skewered systems of oppression and abuses of power in America, all throwing up two middle fingers to corporate partners, then yes, these scenes from Saturday Night might be poignant. But we all know that this is not what happened. And by all accounts, the sort of countercultural ethos we see in the movie never really existed. A recent article in Vulture points out that the anti-corporate theme in the movie was manufactured. But because this has all led me to thinking about what the show is, what it was, and what it maybe could have been. Basketball, give me the ball because I'm gonna go get it! What I want to do today is look at some sketches from the past and present of the show, talk about where it all maybe went wrong.
I know, but when it's bestie, it just hit different.
Which I think is in the show's shifting usage of irony. Now, while sometimes irony can lead us to deeper truths about the world, other times it's just a clever way to present some full-on cultural nihilism. And my silent co-host on this journey is going to be philosopher Soren Kierkegaard, who had a lot to say about irony and humor and was a pretty dark comedic mind in his own right. And while SNL has lasted 50 years, because it's been doing something right, I think we'll be able to see how the show had its own sort of sliding doors moment. One where it could have become a much more radical show. It's also worth noting, I've never seen the movie Sliding Doors. I know that Gwyneth Paltrow's in it, and I know that the basic premise is that a lady's trying to get on a train, I think, and one time she gets on it, one time she doesn't. I think her hair's different colors. And then I imagine that in one she dies and one she doesn't die. I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay, before we dive too deeply into the twisted mind of Lorne Michaels, let's talk about some of SNL's comedy genetics, and in particular, the National Lampoon, whose magazine and radio hour featured a bunch of the performers and writers that made up the original SNL cast. Now, the Lampoon, which came out of Harvard, was a satire magazine turned radio show and sometimes a live performance group. And it's produced not only a bunch of the SNL cast and writers, but also people like Conan O'Brien, BJ Novak, Colin Jost, Greg Daniels, to name only a few of the many hard-working white guys who left the Lampoon on a bullet train to Hollywood. Now, along with radio sketches like this...
My partner and I attempted to apprehend the alleged perpetrator. Do I have to say it like that? I could say it if...
Sorry, Charlie, you are just not police officer material. Next!
They also put out a live satire of Woodstock called Lemmings, in which everyone was at the festival to, well, I'm going to let them tell you.
Now, we all know why we came here. 1 million of us. We came here to off ourselves.
And it featured musical parodies like a Marxist soul band called the Motown Manifesto.
The history of our entire society is a history of the struggle with the bourgeoisie.
The Lampoon also did some pretty hardcore stuff. During the tail end of the Vietnam War, in their magazine...
We all know why we came here. 1 million of us. We came here to off ourselves.
And it featured musical parodies like a Marxist soul band called the Motown Manifestos.
The history of our entire society is a history of the struggle with the bourgeoisie.
The Lampoon also did some pretty hardcore stuff. During the tail end of the Vietnam War, in their magazine they published something called the Vietnamese Baby Book, which included spaces for first, such as baby's first wound, first word, which was medic, first funeral, and first nightmares. Now, the piece was written by Michael O'Donoghue, who was actually the first head writer of SNL and the person who wrote the sketch Police State. Now, while seemingly joking about the horrors of war might seem both unfunny and pretty offensive, in writing this, O'Donoghue creates a shocking awareness of the things being done to children on behalf of the American military. But it's important to note that a type of radical comedic critique of power was very much present in the early days of SNL, even if the punk rock version of Lorne Michaels that we see in the film is largely a fabrication. Writing about O'Donoghue, Evan Elkin says that despite his apparent cynicism, the fact that he bothered to point out and be enraged by systemic injustice and oppression shows that O'Donoghue wasn't willing to take the violence of the world as an unavoidable given. Mike held out the possibility that some kind of meaning in the world was worth at least fighting for. And in this way, O'Donoghue embodies something similar to Soren Kierkegaard's version of the comic, which he describes as being based on an experience, contradiction, or incongruity. Here's an example of this that Kierkegaard writes. He says, imagine that a man with a loaded pistol stepped up to a person and said to him, I'll shoot you dead. I'll seize upon your person and torture you to death in the most dreadful manner if you do not make your own life here on earth as profitable and enjoyable as you possibly can. It's a fun prank to do on your friends. You know, get a fake gun and do that to them. It'd be very existentialist of you. The word experienced in Kierkegaard's description is important here because he thinks that this contradiction or incongruity should be literally experienced by the audience. So, you know, in the case of the Vietnamese baby book, the aim would be that the reader in the 70s feels the contradiction between the innocence and joy of childhood and the injustice and horror of the way in which war affects children. In Police State, we experience the incongruity between the ideal notion of police as protecting and serving our communities and the reality of police using their power to more or less hunt people down on the basis of race. Now, of course, it's not just police and military violence that can be used in these types of critiques. Another sketch from the first season of SNL, again penned by O'Donoghue, uses Star Trek to critique the studios and executives producing modern television.
I'm Captain James D. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets. Hi, I'm Herb Goodman, head of programming for the network.
The sketch uses the on-air cancellation of Star Trek to highlight internal anxieties about the continued existence of SNL.
We at NBC have decided to, unfortunately, cancel Star Trek.
Pardon my command.
While also pointing to the idea that when a show like this tries to do something new or brave, they're probably going to get axed by guys in suits.
Sorry, it's the Nielsen's. If it was up to me, my kids like it.
Wait, what are those Nielsen's?
According to Elkins, the piece is an example of televised sketch comedy's long tradition of self-reflexively exposing the limits of conventional TV formats and linking their absurd arbitrariness to institutions and representatives of institutional power. So even if it didn't last long, there is some sense that in the early days, SNL had a genuine critical streak and willingness to point their comedic sword outward towards systems of power.
I entered Mr. Goodman's mind while you were talking to Dr. McCoy, Captain, and it was all dark and empty in there, and there were little mice.
And then inward towards the corporate powers controlling their own show. And in both cases, they were using comedic irony to get that job done. Now, Kierkegaard is useful here because he sees irony as one of the fundamental modes of the comic. Now, it's something that makes clear the absurdity of a given situation, sort of like how Socrates would lead his interlocutors to expose the kind of absurdity and contradiction of their own beliefs. Comedic irony reveals incongruity or absurdity that's otherwise just sort of hiding in plain sight. But as the show went on, it veered further and further from this initial ironic, critical punk rock spirit. And there's a lot of well-documented ups and downs in the intervening years. You can check that out if you want.
Zoinkers, boinkers, I just can't get by the love band, and it's driving me mad!
And if you want to be weirded out, Google Billy Crystal plus SNL plus blackface and learn a lot about the history of SNL. It's not good, not critical, not ironic, it's just uncomfortable. But I want to jump ahead to the modern era of SNL to see how the theory of irony can help us make sense of its social and political critiques or the lack thereof. According to Matt Senkowitz, the best part about 9/11 is that it made SNL a little bit funnier. Okay, he doesn't exactly say that, but more or less he does.
We used to try to figure out where you kept all those magazines.
Well, I don't buy them anymore.
Ah, what are you on the internet?
Yes. No!
He does argue that I suggest that pre-9/11 SNL can be productively viewed as embracing a mode of comedy akin to the irony Kierkegaard describes.
What's poppin'? Brand new viewer just hopped in. I got options. I could turn on Pornhub, just joshing. That was a weird thing to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's poppin'? That's a little freestyle though. I got options. Come on, let's make these colors weave. Colors weave into a spiral of flame. Distance something to our heart. Bravo, going dark. No way he's aiming at me. Come on, bastard. You bastard bitch! You bastard bitch. Stop missing. Come on. I gotta hit this fucker. Oh my god. I'm not gonna move an inch. I gotta hit this fucker. Come on. I want you. I want you. Where'd he go? He 100% sees me. This that bullshit. Someone else to kill. Fuck it. I'll kill you then. He's just a fucking badass, Mr. Guy over there. It's something. Slap his ass. Maybe I should have cut the other one. Oh, Dick's gonna leave me any armor. What's that coffin? Maybe I'll put him in a coffin. Oof. I could go check out that. That's definitely some armor, right? Because those other two are the 3 people left. I know with no armor. I know where they are. Yeah, I'm gonna get this shit. Hopefully there's some food in there. And then once I shit the shit with the shits, I can take a shit, right? Nah. So I feel like I definitely need an SMG. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Fuck it, I'm not pussy. You know, you never back down over what? Just like, fuck healing. Let's go. OVO put him in a coffin. Stay up here and snipe. Should be easy. He was definitely around there somewhere, so he's gotta be around here. He just killed the guy. They couldn't have went anywhere crazy. I want to see him and hit him. He's gonna take out his got you, bastard bitch. Did I fucking miss? This NPC's toying with me. It's not even fair. I'm even playing the same game. This fucking asshole. Or do I have something for him? Fucking tenacity. That's what I got, bitch. Come on. Oh my gosh, hold on. I should have been throwing fucking RPGs. That's what I should have been doing. Come on, you bastard bitch. Come on, you bastard bitch. Bad video game. Like the bullet drops like shit. Oh, everything's shit. Why can't the guns just work like guns? I don't understand.
And then that post 9/11, he thinks the show took on a more earnest form of irony. Now, Sinkowitz is a bit over-reductive in his understanding of Kierkegaard's position on irony, but he's still getting at something here. And I don't blame him for not fully getting it, right? Because I dedicated years of my life to reading Kierkegaard. You know, I learned a little Danish to read Kierkegaard, and it led me to massive amounts of debt and a current career that is completely based on the whims of a digital platform that I have no control over, you know, and market forces I don't have control over, dependent on weird companies that want to advertise here. We probably don't have an advertiser in this one, so I can say that in the future I'm going to be really excited to tell you guys about various consumer products.
Niggas chameleons,
you know,
they'll change for change.
Because for Kierkegaard, irony can operate in either a nihilist mode or a more earnest mode. Now, in the first case, an ironist would be actively using irony to point out some sort of absurdity or incongruity, but they wouldn't be offering any take or position on the situation. On the other hand, the more earnest mode would involve pointing out the absurdity and incongruity that's inherent in a situation and taking a position or making a decision in response to that situation. You know, it's the difference between like pointing out that it's so absurd that humans know our actions are killing the planet, but then not doing anything to change them, and doing the same thing but pointing to some sort of action or response. You know, saying, hey, it's so dumb and ironic that we're killing the planet, but but we know that we're doing it, so let's fix it, by recycling. I've been recycling my whole life. Hasn't done.
I don't like how his tattoos don't match his actual tattoos. It's like, I remember what he had on his arm. That's that bullshit. I never even thought to look at that for real. It didn't even fucking match what he actually had.
So according to Senkowitz, pre-9/11, SNL used irony to show the incompetency or immorality of politicians and public figures, but they didn't perform the Kierkegaardian move of then showing positions in response. Now, he uses a sketch as an example, which plays off various political scandals surrounding Rudolph Giuliani before he became America's mayor.
Freaking Giuliani!
He writes that no joke is made of Giuliani's ability to govern New York City or the political ramifications of his infidelities. The punchlines are fully personal and apolitical, including the culminating line in which Giuliani rejoices he's 57 with a comb-over and a broken penis, and the ladies still fight over him. But post 9/11, after the show received Giuliani's blessing, SNL started to embrace a slightly more Kierkegaardian sense of irony, in which the audience wasn't just presented with an incongruity, but left with at least some sense of a position or critical mode of thinking. And this is at least according to Senkowitz. Take the hottest sketch in SNL history, Short Shorts for the USA, in which Will Ferrell shows some post 9/11 patriotism in the office by wearing thong shorts and a cut-off t-shirt.
The US of A is the greatest country on the face of the earth, and for that, I will make no apologies.
Now, Senkowitz thinks the sketch represents the more productive irony of post 9/11 SNL. He writes that the target of the comedy, it seems, is the issue of authentic patriotism and the relationship that certain surface expressions, such as verbal declarations and fashion statements, might bear to it. By parodying surface expressions, however, the sketch posits, or at least asks the viewer to consider, the possibility of a true, meaningful patriotism that might consist of other, more productive forms of expression. Now, as someone who lived through the weird, Toby Keith-fueled patriotism of the post 9/11 era, I also think there's a slightly more cynical read of the sketch in that Ferrell's over-the-top patriotism highlights the absurdity of how everyone in America
Yo, DOH, that was lame. Yo. Nah, I'm playing, that was cool. But I'm just saying, yo, she's got a god. Why are you so serious? Where are you hiding, master bitch? Take out your cock for inspection immediately, master bitch. I'm gonna look everywhere no one is hiding. I'm gonna find this bitch. He's hiding. Where's that place they like to hide? It's like a bunch of boxes. It's a bunch of crates. They love hiding by the crates. We're not winning by timeout. We need an undisputable victory. You pussy ass bitch. I want to put an end to your existence. I want to end your life. You lost. Time's up. Those bitches won by hiding. It's an option. We fucking suck. Never again. We have to be the indisputable champions of the game.
Hey, you didn't plant the bomb, you idiot.
Who the hell was supposed to do that? Why the fuck did an anime character respond? Katsuki Bakugo? Is that really you?
Yeah, it is me, idiot.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. He's actually gonna explode me. It's Dynamite, Murder God, Explosion Boy, whatever that long ass name was.
Come on,
Where are
Juice
they hiding?
World.
They're not gonna. I am Juice World. They're not gonna hide anymore. I'm gonna shotgun them. Fuck! I need to just hit fire with the pistol. That was that bullshit. I'm fucking rude. Fuck you. The hip fire is better. Son of a bitch. I was doing good with the hip fire. I shouldn't have zoomed in. Son of a bitch. You can't lose. Gotcha! Come on, Gojo, put him in a box.
Get out of here! Little celebratory dance, huh?
Yeah, I'm not good at this game. I'm good together. No, not that one. I got the wrong emote list. Alright.
Hey, look at me!
Fucking Nazi. I'm dying. Gojo? Satoru?
Not Gojo, you idiot. I'm just playing as a skin.
I'm dying. I'm weak AF.
One combatant down, moving forward.
He's fucking
Two combatants down, moving forward. I bomb. I'm gonna plant this shit.
I'm Ruby.
How do I plant? What's the button?
That's an amazing question.
E.
E. Now he's on keyboard.
Ah!
We're gonna get carried. He got the mouse and keyboard out.
The enemy may have downed me, but we have prevailed.
Not prevailed. This shit is gold.
Yeah, Striker AR. Yeah, low-key CS is better. For the Renegade Wader, you really gotta play this. If you want to go Renegade Wader, you gotta get the victories.
I'm a spinner.
At least that's what the big juice word in the sky told me. Back a couple of events ago.
Shorty sweeter than a bag full of apple fritters. I told her racist ass dad that she fucked a nigger. I also told him that it's been my pleasure fucking with her. She said she wanna have my dick for dinner. I'ma serve it to her like a plate of chicken gizzards. I got one guy for 39 and that's literally it. I did aim for the head. Whoa. What is this? This is crazy.
Master Chief.
We won. I'm not even trying to flip. This man is 45 and he talking about some collectibles? Excusez-moi. Not that one. Undo it. Loves to it. Are they leaving? Lame.
These idiots don't even stand a chance. Huh? Scared them off, huh?
I guess so. Are they actually? Oh, I think they're. Wow.
Are we gonna plant the bomb? Who's planting the bomb?
Do I have it? I probably. That's some bullshit. Where's the bomb at? B, A. I probably fucking have it. I can't be me. I'm looking. Good one.
Dude, this shit is so boring, dude. Is it just two guys now?
I don't even think I can leave. He's gonna get a... Yeah, they're getting like penalties and shit. They don't care.
Well, you know what that means. When in doubt, hit an emote.
I don't know why I can't play the song. It's lame.
When in doubt, hit an emote. I know that. But a true warrior carries his AR into battle. Come on,
fire in
beat
your
me,
face.
faggot.
Feel the love of the hyper combo. And it's a home run. This is the hyper combo.
Bro. Can this shit just be over already, bro?
Hot fire in your face! I know it says health bar, but I like saying hot fire. It should just end. The moment someone leaves on either team, it should just end. Nobody has time for this. Kill none. I want to leave.
Actually end up in the White House. Thank God she did not. And who could forget one of the weirdest political sketches ever, when Kate McKinnon sang Hallelujah as Hillary Clinton after she lost the 2016 election to a guy that hosted SNL the previous year. Now, in all of these cases, we see a version of the kind of nihilistic irony that Kierkegaard talks about. And while the most popular fictionalized version of SNL is 30 Rock, it's a good show which often points to the absurdity of SNL's economic interest.
What the hell is that?
A show I am very excited about. A New York City detective solves crimes with the help of his new partner, God.
The more poignant critique of SNL comes in the opening scene of the very short-lived other SNL show, Studio 60, on the Sunset Strip. Now, in this clip, the Lorne Michaels character, who's played by Judd Hirsch, interrupts the opening political sketch with a rant that honestly sounds almost Nietzschean in its utter exhaustion with cultural nihilism.
There's always been a struggle between art and commerce. I mean, now I'm telling you, art is getting its ass kicked. And it's making us mean, and it's making us bitchy. It's making us cheap punks. That's not who we are.
Now, while extreme, this rant hits home, especially when this show, which was made in 2006, blames the media and comedy shows for the production of Donald Trump as a serious cultural figure.
People are having contests to see how much they can be like Donald Trump.
So in light of this, what should we make of SNL's present and future? It's pretty clear that SNL is never going to go back to its National Lampoon roots. You know, they're not going to re-embrace a comedic perspective that skewers the brutality.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, what are we here? What are we here? It's a little meme face on the surfboard, yes. Merry Christmas. I don't really want that much for Christmas. There is just one Crip I need. I don't care about no presents that are underneath the Christmas tree. I don't even hang my stockings over the fireplace. All I want for Christ Mass we crippin', I stay crippin', crippity, crip, She's got a yacht. She's got a she's got a yacht. She look at the cup in the ooh. Tick 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 tick. $2 in taxes insane. Fuck tax. Fuck the government. I don't really care for the government. 30 on 30. I don't really care for the government. 30 on 30 on 30. I don't really care for the government. 30 30. Care for the government. 30 30. All I want for Christ Mash. Shit. Shit.
Hey Ryan, you down here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.